So welcome back, and this is going to be an interesting video because I've been at this for hours trying to get a vtuber model of my own design working that I done quick out, which didn't work. So right now it's just a static image, as you can see. Reason for that, I couldn't get the software to work. I think I was trying to use PNG Tuber Plus, didn't work. But I'm going to continue to work that. But that's the basic design. As you can see, it was just a static image. Today we're going to be playing an Increlution, which is sort of an idle roguelike sort of game. It's slow to start off with, interesting story in it though. I've already completed it 3 times, 2 times with cheats, once without, so I already know what I'm doing. But it's simple enough. So right now we just need to get the berries. Now as you can see on that, it says 0 of 179. Once you get to 179, do that 179 times well. If you're playing it the very first time, it'll be higher than I'm going to do this on New Game Plus. Once you do it a set number of times, you can automate it and it will do it itself, which is going to be very useful. These are all your skills. The instinct part in that is actually accumulative. So basically that means once you run out of your energy, which is here, your instinct actually carries over. The generation doesn't, but your instinct carries over. That way you can keep some experience. These are only the 4 basic ones, but there'll be at least 8 or 9. I think there's at least 8 by the time we get to the final chapter, which I think is chapter 11. I don't remember. It's been a while. I don't remember how many chapters there are, but I think there's 11 chapters. Unless there's 13, but I think there's 11. So we'll start off, get the berries. And I will get the wood, get the berries, do the cart, get the berries, cut the wood, get the berries. Reason I'm doing that, the berries actually count as your food, which will give you some energy back. The wood here is other resources you can use to craft things, so that cart will increase the amount we can actually hold. The hut will slow down the decay, our energy decay. So essentially that is the reason as to why that is there. Now once we've got all that, then we can leave the area and go to other spots. So the game is slow at start, but it's kind of a relaxing one, but there is a story that goes on there as well once we pass on to future areas. And this is only the start of chapter 1, but again, I already do this on New Game Plus, and the game is actually fairly cheap. It's on Steam anyway. It hasn't received any updates since 2023, but as far as I know, the developer is still working on the next chapter, but they've been suffering from illnesses, I think long COVID, so I hope they do get better and recover, because the game is good. It's a bit of a mixed game for most people, but I enjoy it. It's relaxing. So let's see, so yeah, that's getting the berries, then I'll get the wood and then get more berries, and then we'll do that, then we'll do that, and that, and then we'll do berries one more time, just to be on the safe side. The more berries I have, the better. So yeah, so that's gonna cut the wood, and then we'll get some more berries, and it'll start on the hut, which will slow down the life decay. As you can see, our life is actually depleting pretty fast, but that is normal. Every time you complete a loop and you start a new one, I believe you get a little bit of energy. I think it goes up by 2 each time. I think. I don't remember. So it'll take a while to get some automation going, but the more we do of these, then the faster that goes to being automated. And I know some tricks in this game. So let's see, that's gonna start on berries, then it'll start on the hut. So that is good. Yep, so there goes the hut. Health decay increases by 25% per minute based on the current amount. Because of that, there's no downside to this finishing early. But that's okay. So yeah, that's going to stop there because we are out of wood. That's going to get the berries, cut the wood, and then it'll finish the hut. And then after that we can move on to the next area where things are going to get a bit more interesting because we'll get some more resources. But yeah, I wish I've been at this for I'm trying to think how long I've been at this for, trying to get the vtuber model to work, because that was a character that I designed in Kokatsu Party. How long have I been trying to get this to work? At least I would say 5, maybe 6 hours I've been trying to get it to work, and it just hasn't. So that's been frustrating as all hell. So, but I'm gonna continue because I want to make it work, and I think it should. So let's see, that's cutting the wood, and then I'll get the berries, and then we should be able to move on to the next area. So I'm just gonna get that one going in the action queue, and as you can see our inventory is there, so that shows us how many of the resources we've got. After a while we'll be able to, once we do that 6 times, we'll be able to automate that one and get into the next area without even us doing anything. Well, I say doing anything, it'll do all the other actions there as long as we've got them all completed and automated, and then that'll do itself. Okay, so yep, that's moving on to the next area. That is sweet. So let's see, and I think we should start getting a bit of a story there as well. So once I, okay, so I'll get that. See, here we go. So that took us 5 minutes 27 seconds there. So I'm actually going to start that, and I'll read that. So, and then I'll get the berries, cut the wood, get the berries. Okay. So let's see, go explore it. After exploring it, you found a lake that appears to have fish in it. Perhaps you can catch them. That is true, yes, we can catch the fish here. And those will also count as energy resources. But it's a bit of a pain in the ass to get them at first. The reason for that is we need to catch and then we need to cook it. But the berries are going to decrease as well, and our energy is going to decrease. So at first it's going to be a bit of a nuisance to actually do this, but it is fine. And the reason it's fine is the more we do this, the more instinct we get, the faster it's going to go. The blue bars there actually count as the instinct experience. The gold bars count as your generation. So on your next loop, the gold bars will be at 0. But because we've got that, the blue bar, which is instinct at 5, that carries over. Same with that, that's at 9, which is really good. That's at 2, which is not high, but it will get higher. That's at 0 because we've only progressed to 1 area, and that's at 2. So the more that we do, the faster things will go. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do that just to get some more resources to keep the energy up. So let's see, how many, just a little under 100, and that'll be able to be automated. That is not too bad. I don't remember how many, okay, so that's only shown. So yeah, this is showing the automation configurations. So you can actually save your automations. I can't do anything about the automations yet because they're locked. I was actually looking to see generation history. Okay, so I was actually just looking to see about the how many chapters there are, but it's because we've not even progressed through chapter 1, I can't, but that doesn't matter. So let's see, I'm hopeful I should be able to get this up. So let's see, so that's an instinct level 4, so that's pretty good. The farmer is at 7 so far. Cooking is not high at all because I haven't cooked anything yet. Okay, and then we'll do that. So we get the cooked fish and then get the berries and then catch the fish and then get the berries again. So with the cooked fish is going to give us more energy back, but we're losing quite a lot each second. 1.58 per second of energy is almost 1.6 per second is losing per second. That's okay though, because this is only the first loop. So let's take a look. So that's gonna get the berries. And that's gonna catch the fish. So we're likely not gonna get to explore the cave on this loop. If we do, that'll be actually pretty good, but it's pretty unlikely, but that is okay. So let's see, yep, so we're getting some raw fish, that's okay. Wish that fish was sushi, I love that. But yeah, so that's more raw fish, and then we'll get the berries, and then we should be able to cook some fish after that. Now do that, and that, just to keep the resources up, and to get some experience as well to boot. Okay, so let's catch the fish. That is good. So how much? Not too bad. It's unlikely I'll be able to automate it this time. Pretty damn unlikely. But it's doing good. That goes without saying. Oh, if we are able to get on to explore the cave, that's going to be pretty good. Because that's a lot of experience to right off the bat. Okay, so let's catch the fish, that's sweet. So that's at 123, that's really good. I'm hopeful maybe to try and finish all of chapter 1 in this video, but we'll see, because this game is very long. And it can actually get pretty tricky at points as well. I know some people struggle. I'm going to give it a little bit of spoilers, but even it's later on. Many people struggled with, I think it was hunting a bull. I think it's like chapter 6 or 7. Many people struggled with that. I know the trick for that. And it is a very tricky fight. But you need a ton of resources to be able to get your energy back. So once we get to that, I know what to do. It just takes a bit of time to set everything up for it. Okay, so that's good. And do that and that. Okay. I'll do that. So we might be able to just get in to explore the cave. Bloody hell. I'm going to get all resources all maxed out here just to help. Okay, so now we can get into explore the cave. That's going to take about over 40 seconds. The more that the agility skill gets increased, especially the instinct, the more that goes faster, because the more the gold bar goes faster, the more that time to complete decreases, as you've seen. So that's going to take a few more seconds and we are into the next area, which we are definitely not going to finish because our energy is decreasing substantially. Okay, I'm gonna get the berries. The reason I want to get the berries is that is almost maxed out to automate. I'm unlikely to automate it this time, although that would be pretty good if I could. Definitely not getting those automated because those are going to take a lot more. Damn well good if I could though, but it's not going to happen. It's not impossible I could automate it this time, but that's very bloody unlikely. Okay, so let's see. Let's try and catch some fish. So how much more does that need? So that needs a bit over 20. 24. Okay. I've got a bit more to go for that. So it's again it's unlikely I can automate this one this time. Not an impossibility. If I can, it'll be good, but it's not looking likely. But we'll see. Okay, let's cook some fish. And the energy is depleting really fast. So yeah, as you can see there, we've got digging and combat. The reason we've got digging is now we need to dig the stone, and then we need to fight the cave spider, which is going to outrid. And so in the combat, so I need just a little over. Okay, so I need 11 for that. Just to automate it. That's okay. That is okay. So yeah, we're definitely not gonna be able to automate it this time. It's not impossible. Nah. Okay, so here we go. So you died after surviving for 14 minutes 53 seconds. That's fine. So 175, 179, very close to unlock the automation. Those ones are still going to take a while. And there it shows you time spent on doing what. So we spent 3 minutes 52 seconds doing the farming and very little time doing those, but 4 minutes 42 seconds doing the fishing. That does seem right. So then we do reincarnate, and now as you can see we've got an extra 3 health. So what I'm going to do is that and that. So that's a course of over 15 or 16 actions I just took there. But the beauty of that is now in the next loop is I'll be able to automate the berries. So those will be done itself, so I don't even need to worry about those. The wood will take a little bit longer. That is fine though. So I'm unlikely to be automated this time, but after a while then I can. So that should all go well. But yeah, I apologise I couldn't get the VTuber model to work. I've been at this for, I was at it for hours and hours today, and I just couldn't get like the PNG Tuber Plus to work, and I don't know why, it just kept like zooming right past the screen every frame, and it wasn't like synced for some reason. I had the assets there, and as you can see, that image there is one of the assets. I have no idea why I couldn't do it, why it wasn't working. So I'll need to look into it more, because I really don't understand why it just didn't want to work. Okay, so there goes the berries, and here goes some more wood, and then we'll get more berries, and we'll get that one done. And then after time, so yeah, as you can see, the instinct carried over, so that's already 14. So, well, as you can see, that is it too, which is correct, because we only ever used the agility at least, not a little bit, not a huge amount. So that's it too, and that's because we done explore the area and explore the cave. That reminds me, I never actually read the story for Explore the Cave, but I'll do that next time, once I can get to it. Because it's a weird story that's actually in this. It's actually pretty cool, it actually does have a story. So, that's gonna do the heart. I'll start on it. So how much do I need for that? So I need 104 for that. I'm very unlikely to get that this time. Not impossible though, but it is pretty unlikely. It's very unlikely I'm going to be able to get it this time. So what is that? This is where you store it. Food is automatically consumed, your health is low. The maximum amount of health that can be current food in your inventory. Total food reserve. Okay, that makes sense. And it said that's the inventory. And the food is automatically consumed when your health is low enough not to waste up any food, up to one type every 5 per second. That's only true to an extent. You will be able to get something called an hourglass or something that does mean you can actually, it cuts down on the time for the food consumption, but that doesn't come till much later. So that's gonna do that. So that's gonna get the wood, and then I'll get the berries and then explore the area. So that'll get that up to 2. So that is all good. I'm gonna quickly check something. Automation. So yeah, it still doesn't show the chapters. Yeah, so it still doesn't show the chapters. Okay, that's fine. I think the chapter 2 comes much later. Looks like a bit later, but that's okay. Let's see, so I'll get that going just so we've got some resources, and then I'll do the campfire, that, and that. So that's going to start to catch the fish, so we are pretty good so far. Okay, so the wood is only going to take another 79. Berries I can definitely automate on the next loop, so we are pretty good there. And our fishing is going pretty well as well, because we'll get an instinct of 19, generation 2. So we are doing pretty well so far. Because on the next loop, I won't even need to worry about the berries, because that will do it itself, even when it's low. Like say at 0, it will start to automate it. It will start to basically gather the berries itself. So we're actually doing much better than I would expect so far. That's already AF 269. Yeah, so I should have mentioned that these early ones, some of them are going to be pretty low. Other ones like that are going to be high. The first time you, as I mentioned, the first time you ever play the game is going to be even higher. I think like 320 maybe, I don't remember. It's only lower for me because I'm doing it in New Game Plus. And I activated 2 perks on that. So yeah, that's going to gather the berries. So that was actually really good. So what I'm gonna do is activate that, and that. So that will start the cooking the fish. So yeah, so that's at 269 as well, so that's okay. Wood I don't need to worry about it at the moment. There's nothing I can use for it. Not until explore the cave. Once I get to explore the cave, there'll be another car which then I can boost those up to 20. Which will be like that for quite some time actually. Not until you get to, I think it's chapter 7. I think. So that's going to gather some more fish. And then we'll get some more berries. So that's at 88. 100, yep. So we're doing pretty good so far. So, an instinct of 23, not too bad early on, really. So yeah, so we knocked off like 36 seconds from the last time, so, because now we've reached this area in 4 minutes 51 seconds, we knocked off 36 seconds, so that's pretty good. The story hasn't changed, but that's okay. So that's gonna gather some more berries. Let's see. And we'll do that, and that. Yeah, so the next time I won't even need to worry about gathering berries, so it'll do it itself. And after a while, I won't even need to worry about catching fish because it'll do it itself. So we're doing actually better than I would have expected so far. Okay, so now I can get to explore the cave. So I'll need to mind and read the story this time for that part because I completely forgot about that. So as you can see, our agility skill, especially for the generation and instinct, is going up. So that's generation 4, but that will reset, but the instinct is going up, so that is really good. There is a mod tool for this game, but I don't want to use it unless I really need to. But I have used it before, and if you push the values too high, it breaks the game completely. And you probably need to restart. I even broke the Steam Cloud save. So I'd rather not use it unless I really need to. Okay, so I'm gonna try and catch the fish just to bring those up. And then I'll get some berries. And I'll do that, and that. So let's see. that should get those all to 15. Okay, so now it's just going to start digging stone. And now as you can see, our digging skill is going to go up. The reason I'm not going to worry too much now about the fish is mainly because actually, I'm going to activate that one. That should automatically start once I reach 10 stone. But the reason I'm not worrying too much now is actually because of energy is depleting so fast anyway. But once I can reach the next loop, the third loop, that's when I can start to automate the berries. Ugh. So let's see, our digging instinct is at 2, not too bad, could be worse. But it could be a lot better, but that's okay. That is not bad. I'm actually gonna get some berries right now actually. And then I'll do that and that. The reason I want that stone cut is that's going to increase the capacity by 5, so that'll bring up like berries up to 20, etc. That is the reason I really want that. Okay, I forgot to read this. So the cave appears to be consistent. Most of the stone that's probably used for construction also seems does next to the edge of the cave. Sadly, there seems to be a rather big spider preventing passage. Wish there is, because then we need to take care of that thing. That is okay though, could be worse. So our energy is depleting fast, but that's okay. That is okay. So I'm gonna need a ton more wood, but that is fine. Let me see. I'm actually going to cook the fish. It's probably better that I do that. This is why it's a bit of a roguelike, because you need to try and keep your health as much and try and get those things, your skills high enough, that way you can automate them and prioritize the best actions to use. So it can be a bit tricky at times. So how much wood do I need? Right, I need 5 wood. That is not too bad. And that's going to start on the cut. So we are pretty good so far. We're doing better than I would have expected. Okay, so yep, as you can see, that's put it all up to 20. And we're going to catch the fish, do that, cook the fish, do that, and then catch the fish again. But we're unlikely to get to do much now. Main reason is the energy is depleting so rapid, faster than we can consume the resources, like that. So now it gives you priorities, so you can set it as 0, a low priority, medium high, or high priority. I generally always keep it as high priority for the automation tasks, except for a few ones later on which I don't. So now I don't even need to worry about that. So I don't need to worry about the berries, so that the wood is going to just, I need to still manually do the wood, but that's fine. And it'll be the same for all the other ones, because berries are the only one to be automated at the moment, but that is a-okay. Let's see. So how much of that? Okay, 100 and... So I'll get this of 115 of 179. That's okay. And... Okay, so... I'm close to being able to automate the carts. So I'll need to do that essentially one more time, and then that should be automated. That is going to take 3 times to automate. Technically 2 more times after this. That is a-okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to get enough wood to be able to automate this. So yeah, as you can see, the berries went to 0, so now it's gathering the berries itself, which is going to happen with all the other resources. It'll gather it itself. So let's see. Hopefully I should be able to get this. Well, I definitely should be able to get this one. I'm hopeful I can automate that, but I'm not optimistic yet. But who knows? Who knows? So yeah, digging skill instinct is at 4. That's at 9. That is at 28, which is very, very good. That's at 5, that's at 9, 22 and 24. But there's going to be a number of other skills that's going to come up. So let's see, so that's gathering some more wood. To finish off that, it just needs 5. Technically I'm not even really going to need to wait for the berries because it's going to do it itself anyway, so that doesn't matter. Because once we get to the next area, the berries will do itself anyway, so we're fine. There we go. So how many does that need? That's going to need a ton more. So we are actually pretty good, because the fact is I don't need to worry about the berries because it'll do it itself. Now I can prioritize trying to get the fish automated. Once this wood has been once this has started to gather some shit. Because I want to make sure the berries get to full, that way I can at least got some resources to keep myself going. This is going to be a long video, I can tell you that. Well, that's okay. Sometimes a long video is good. Okay, so that's good. So then we get catch, cook, and catch. So let us see. So yeah, that's going to take a while to automate as explore the cave. That is totally fine. I kind of expected that. But yep, berries are going down itself. That is totally fine because those will be automated. Let's see. Current health decay is at 0.83. 0.83, 0.85 per second. This value increases by 25% per minute. Okay. Which is why we need the resources like the berries and the fish, etc. and other later areas will get other, even better resources. So yep, that's going to cook the fish. And then we'll catch them more again. So we're doing pretty good so far. We're making some good steady progress. Now go the berries, which is also real helpful because it increases the farming experience. Okay, so they're good. So we'll just catch some more, cook some more fish, and then we'll catch some more. And then we should be able to move on to the next area. So let's see, catch, is it just going on 155? That's okay. Health decay is not helping though, because that's at 1.22. So we're losing quite a bit each second, but it could be worse. It could be a ton worse. So I'm glad this Naja not used any fish so far, because the fish does give it a little bit more. Yeah, 20 health when eaten. So I'm actually glad that while I say eating one now, but that's fine. Okay, now we can go on to explore the cave. And from there, we should be able to start to dig the stone, which is going to help to get that cut, which will give us even more capacity to have resources. I need to get another fish that is a-okay. How much do I need for the wood? 24. Okay, that kind of bowls me over to trying to automate that. Okay, let's dig the stone and start working on the cut. So that is, and then I'll need to cut the wood and do that because I don't have enough, and I don't have the wood automated. So that is only gonna take however many, 10 stone. So let us see. See, we are getting out. See, we're definitely getting there. So, 3 to go, that's okay. Berries are going down a good bit, but that is totally fine because they'll gather itself. Fish might fuck me up, but it could be worse. So yeah, the berries only get 5 health when eaten. So not exactly the best, but it could be worse. Now the reason I had to do the cut wood again, I don't have the wood automated, so I wouldn't have enough. catch a fish is 1-1. No, catch a fish is 151 of 269, and that's at 113 of 269. Okay, not too bad. What's that at? 155. It's going to go to 160, give or take, I think. So that's going to take 20 wood, and 50 wood, 20 stone. I definitely won't have enough for that. At least in terms of energy, I won't have enough yet. So let the berries do what they need. I'm actually gonna catch the fish, then I'll cook, and then I'll catch again. The reason I want to do that is I want to have a full stack of fish, but it also allows me to get that up, the 155 to 269, whatever. It allows me to get that up. And then I'm gonna cook again and then catch again. The more that I do that, the better. But it also allows me to get the experience up, those two just for the fish, which is really good. So let's see. So yeah, I'm hopeful maybe in the coming days, maybe coming weeks, I should hopefully be able to get the vtuber mod, which you'll see where the cursor is. There's only an image right now. Hopefully in the coming days, maybe coming weeks, I hopefully should be able to animate it all. Hopefully. Because it's something I want to do, is to get into that, but we'll see. And that design was one I just made myself using Kokatsu Party. Took a few hours a while ago to make all that. So yeah, I'm hopeful I should be able to get that done in the coming days, weeks, etc. But we'll see. I do actually have different outfits for them, but I don't know if I can do that at the moment, or show at the moment. No, I definitely can't, because I didn't save those. At least I didn't save images of those, so I can't really show that at the moment. But maybe next time. And maybe once I get it animated. If I can fully rig it, that would be sweet, but that can be a bit of a pain in the ass, because I would need to export it from Kokatsu into Blender and then into Unity. So yeah, fun days ahead. So let's see, what's the catch fish at? 180. That is not too bad actually. And when the cook fish is at 153. Not bad. I'm going to do that and that again. Let's see, so that's going to do that. Okay, well, I think that's going to call here for that, because I think you've got a good glimpse into that, and we'll definitely be coming back to this, because I do enjoy this game as well, and I hope you all enjoy it, and hopefully in the coming days and weeks I'll be able to get the VTuber model all up and running, so stick around for that, and thank you.